Hey, hey, hello everybody. Uh, so I've just come here today to share with you a few of my feelings and words, a little sharing from my inside world about my album, which is coming out on Friday, this Friday, in 2 days. And yeah, I wanted to begin to introduce the album and what it means to me and where it's come from, and just paint a little picture from behind the scenes from this creation that's going to be presented to the world in a couple of days. So I actually have right here a little CD. I did decide to make CDs. Don't know if you can see, it's hard to get it. Beautiful, beautiful artwork by Cedric Menard, and it comes all a little picture of me and a booklet with lyrics, and there's even a little art print that we've made for people who want to have something physical but don't make CDs. So here it is. Woohoo! And yeah, it's been 2 years in the making, this album. I started recording it when I was 7 months pregnant with our son Arwen, and it was like, it's interesting carrying songs that they're very much alive, they're very much their own entities, and it was like these song beings were kind of like suddenly tugging at my clothes and going, Ayla, Ayla, we're really ready for a home, and the time is now. You know, start creating our home for us now before the baby comes, while you still can initiate something like that, because it's quite a thing to start. So it was really amazing to be there in the studios at the beginning of creating the album, with my belly, with my bump, which wasn't so big actually, but it was very much there, and to have that energy in the recording and in the seed of these creations, and very much that the energy of new life, the energy of innocence and renewal, and of the children, of the future generations, which, you know, is a big part of the prayer of from where this music comes from in my being, is that it is bringing goodness to the world, really, for the future and for the children. So before I speak more, actually, I'm just going to say, if you want to ask any specific questions here, you can post something on the chat if there's something that you'd like me to specifically speak about regarding the album. A couple of people have some questions I'll answer in a bit, but yeah, the recording process continued like that. I gave birth to Arwen, and I think about 2 months, maybe 6 weeks into having a tiny newborn baby and becoming a mother and all of that, I carried on going to the studio, and sometimes we'd have Arwen sleeping there on the floor in the studio, or a few times holding him in the sling and singing with him in the sling, and getting an hour here and there when he would be away from me. And he was very much part of this creation, of this process, and very much the birthing of the mother in me was very much part of this process. So that's why he stars in one of the songs, Agua del Amor. There's a little baby laughing there, and that's the medicine of Arwen. So the collection of songs that are on this album, there are a few of them that have already been released as live recordings before, but I felt they were asking more, to have like their full embellished house, you know, the full, not just a kind of halfway house. So many of these songs are songs that came to me, that I wrote, that came through me over the past few years. I'm just looking at them now. Yeah, over the past however many years, and they're very much songs, I phrased it like this, like from my self excavation, from the like digging up of my being, the like digging up of the bones in my being. For me, my music is really a way of connecting and finding guidance and finding support from the the mystery of this life. So they are my conversations, my communications, my prayers, my dreams, my wishes, my longings, my sorrows, my tears, my joys, my celebration. It's really a very intimate expression of the inner world of me, of my journey, of my healing, of my discovery, of my prayers, of the calling out to the greater spirit of life, using song and using my voice as a vessel and as a way of communicating that reaches beyond my mind, beyond my story, beyond my own heart, into the bigger heart. Somebody asked me how many of my songs are plant medicine inspired, and I would say many of my songs are born from me having had a very profound and beautiful experience with a plant medicine, in a ceremony of some kind, whether it be a vision quest, whether it be a plant medicine ceremony, whether it be a great journey, or whether it just be a very intimate, quiet ceremony moment in my being. But they very much the plant medicines open a doorway for me. They allow me to enter that space of deep connectedness and to be to hollow myself, that the songs can come through. So I'm incredibly grateful to the plant medicines, to all the ceremonies, to all the prayers that I've made in those moments that have purified, that continue to purify my being, that the songs can flow through. And this same person also asked me specifically about the writing process. What comes first, the melody or the words? And it's an interesting question, because I realise I don't exactly know, but it's like they actually come together somehow, like they are connected. The melody is not separate from the words, and the words are not separate from the melody. They are the expression of the same essence coming through in different ways. So they kind of come like this, like a little bit of melody, and then the words like have to move with them at the same time. There is a union between the two, and it's quite mysterious, the writing process. It's not something I can particularly explain to myself. Someone also asked me, how do I write my songs in Spanish? Because a lot of people are interested about this, because I'm English and don't actually speak Spanish that well. I speak it okay, but it seems to be, it's like a doorway opens in me, and it comes through from another place. It's like it's a very specific, different doorway, and I connect to a particular feeling in my being that can't be expressed in English. It has to come through in Spanish. It has to find its way in this language, which has a whole other character, has a whole other way of saying things, a whole other poetry. So yeah, it's really amazing for me to be at this moment about to share this album to you, and I want to speak a bit about why it's called Silent Voices. Silent Voices is one of the songs, the name of one of the songs on the album, and it felt like it wanted to be the kind of cloak of the album somehow, like the home of the album. silent voices. What I mean when I speak about this is it's very much these songs very much come from the invisible kingdom, this realm of mystery and of magic, of beings and voices and forces that are not visible with our eyes and are not audible with our ears, that are silent but are speaking and singing and whispering. And these moments for me when I connect to that realm and I hear very specific words, I feel very specific instructions in my heart. The songs come through. So many of these songs I feel are not just from me, they are from this realm where the silent voices dwell. They are an ode, an honouring, a celebration, a prayer to the invisible and to the visible, to the earth and to the sky and to the elements, to the ancestors, to that which rests behind us and to that which is born ahead of us, to the children, our children's children. It's a deep prayer in my heart that this can be a blessing of our way as human beings on this earth, finding a way to do it well here, to live in balance, live in peace, live in harmony in ourselves, with creation, with one another. So I really hope in this moment and on this earth, this difficult moment, that these songs can be part of something that brings inspiration, that brings nourishment, that brings guidance, that brings connection, balance, truth, as we find our way in this moment, as we find a way that can be really, really good, taking care of all of life, taking care of the earth. And I think that may be all to say for now. Very happy to have reached this moment, really grateful to my producer Schafer, who has just been amazing through this whole process and been an absolute rock and brought so much creativity and inspiration and elements in that I wouldn't have brought in. His vision and his creativity and the way he hears and the soundscapes he's created, the energy, encouraging me to be a bit more brave. He would say, what would he say to me? Like, don't be afraid of a bit of spice, Ayla. I'd be like, oh no, don't make it too funky. And he's like, no, a bit of, don't be afraid of a bit of spice. So I thank you, Chai. You've brought so much to this album. It's really special because of you. And like that, I really thank also Niels from Nishi Music, who is releasing the album, and he's been absolute amazing support and presence, been my angel, and happy to be releasing with Nishi Music, who are really walking the vision to bring music that is medicine to the hearts of people, that music can really bring its force here and much needed medicine to the earth in this moment. All the amazing musicians. I have something like 20 something musicians on this album, and when I go down the list, it's like Peru, Colombia, Mexico, somewhere else, Israel. So this was recorded all around the world in different places, different studios around the world. The album got sent. This album has travelled already around the world to different amazing musicians who brought their elements and colours. So it really has this world, like the tastes and colours and flavours from around the world. This multi-faceted being. I just want to say a little bit about the album cover also. If you can see here, it's difficult to hold it straight. Oh, there we go. It's a really, really special home, visual home, this album. Inside here, there are many different beings, creatures, visible, invisible, guardians, protectors, allies of my music, allies of the songs. So this is a beautiful home from Cedric Menard, an emblem, a mandala, a visual home, visual alchemy for the home of these songs. So I'm really happy to share it with you. On Friday it's released. Feel free to share it with the world, spread the music, and know that it comes from a lot of love, a lot of commitment and dedication, inspiration from my heart, and super happy and relieved to be here in this moment. Enjoy, and thank you so much for all of your beautiful words and support that I receive along the way. It gives me a lot of strength and trust and faith and inspiration to keep sharing with you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Lots of love.